saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker. And this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hampton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson?
Omari and Hampton halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together. On play action, McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, Benson running right. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's McCarthy. A short one there to Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 10 more there and another 1st down. They had things a little spread out there with 4 wide receivers, and it opened up a running hole.
Yeah, not only do you get better running lanes because you are spread out, oftentimes when defenses see 4 wide receivers, they substitute in extra defensive backs, so you're blocking smaller personnel. That gives your running back a nice chance.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Trey Benson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
These two teams all tied after 1.
DC ready?
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll work inside here, Hampton. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They go play action now. Jackson on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Ready? Throw it! All right! Raise up! Get up!
Here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
For the Saints, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for number 85. Brings up 2nd and goal.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Shifts past him at the 45. Now inside the 25. George Pickens. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. George Pickens, 73 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They go play action with Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. Up the middle, it's Hampton. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Let's go. 18, trap 60, trap 60.
They run over center with Benson. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Trey Benson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Jackson now. Caught by Wilson. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Third and 3. Now it's Jackson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Let's go.
Another run here with Benson. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Saints have taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw McCarthy. It's caught left side by Cooks. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. Finds Pickens out right. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Cougar 19, street, street. Just take it to him.
Now McCarthy. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. A give up the middle with Benson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 18 rep, go check.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick six.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Giants 24. Tyler Bass sends a kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. That's to Omarion Hampton out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Saints
on the handoff, it's Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Saints, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Saints.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Again, it's Hampton. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On the give, this is Hampton. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
16 yards.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up first and goal.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That's good hard running right there on first and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Jackson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Trey Benson, 65 yards. And the Giants get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard them over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
2nd and 9. A run once more with Hampton. 106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw is Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Give here to Hampton. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Hampton. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Giants 31. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Saints 56, Giants 31. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll go again with Benson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Hampton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Hampton. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 25. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. This offense so far on third down, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Try to run forward with Hampton. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A run. Here's Hampton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8. They'll run here with Hampton. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 9 yards that time.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance.
Yeah.